What's up, Internet? Chef Plum here from plumlovefoods.com, and today we're going to make a layered baked taco salad. It's a fantastic appetizer and it cleans out the fridge. Check it out. So we start this dish off by getting a nice hot pan and adding a little olive oil to the pan, just like this. Again, just enough olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. Now while this oil gets hot, I just want to tell you, this is just ground sirloin. It is 80-20, that means 80% lean, 20% fat. It's a great choice for ground beef. We're also going to use half a can of canned tomatoes with mild chilies, and I've got half a can of black beans here as well. We're going to mix this all together in the pan, not to mention a teaspoon of chili powder and a teaspoon, about a teaspoon and a half, excuse me, of cumin. So this is going to get nice and hot, and we're just going to put our meat right in there, just like that. Break it up and let it brown off some. You want to have small pieces because the big chunks in there are hard to get up. You got to think, how are things going to be eaten when you're making it? And this appetizer is usually eaten using a chip or something like that. So you might want to keep pieces small to fit on the chip and fit inside the mouth. So let that brown a little bit. While it's browning, we're going to go ahead and add our cumin and chili powder. We're going to mix that in. Cumin's one of my favorite spices to use. You can do so many things with it. You can toast it off in the pan and garnish a plate. You can use it to make chilies. I use it to make chicken wings. It's fantastic. Nice and browned. As our beef starts to brown a little bit, as you can see there, we're going to go ahead and toss in the black beans. Be extra careful with your beans. You don't want to burn them. Burned black beans don't taste very good. This looks fantastic. It's time to add our tomatoes to it. Again, this is a half a can of our chopped tomatoes with chili. Mild chilies too, because you don't want to burn people up. But always remember, you can add hot sauce or add anything else you got in the fridge. You want to add some peppers to it, some jalapenos. There's no right or wrong. One of the fun things about food is that there doesn't ever have to be a right and a wrong. It just has to be good. We're going to let that simmer there for a few minutes, and then we're going to bring it back over here to layer up the salad. All right, guys, so our ground beef mixture is done. So we brought it over here to the counter with a couple of things to assemble our salad. What we're going to do here is we're going to add some of the salsa on the bottom. This is just regular store-bought salsa. You can make your own, of course. Just spread it along the bottom. This helps in case everything's going to start sticking to the bottom of the pan. So we're going to put that in just like this. Add a little bit of our ground beef mixture. Again, this is the ground beef, tomatoes, and black beans. We're just going to smush that in there just like that, nice and mixed in. Our pieces, again, like I said before, are very, very small. And you want to keep that small because that's what fits on a nacho chip when you go to eat it. We're going to add a little bit of our cheese just like this, right on top there. And I had some peppers and some onions in the refrigerator left over from last night. So I'm going to add a few of the peppers and onions just like this on top. Just a little something extra in there. You never know. You could also add guacamole on top. It's a great thing about a dish like this is there's really no boundaries. You can put in whatever you want. So there we go. And again, we're going to add a little more salsa right on top of that, just like before. I'm going to use sour cream and lettuce to finish this off with. We don't want to bake that in the oven though, because no one likes cooked lettuce. Add a little bit of our onion on top of there, just like this. We'll put a little bit of the green onion on there too. Some cheese. And this is just mild cheddar cheese. And we're going to finish it, the next layer off with the rest of the beef mixture, just like this. I find it's easier to use two different spoons to pick it up with and it doesn't spill everywhere and make a giant mess and have your wife yell at you. Or in my case, have your kids come running along and eat the food off the floor for the 9th time in the day. So add a little more salsa, just like this, right on top there. Spreading it around, just like that. A little more. Oh, let's add a little more pepper since we have them here. Just like this, some of our onions. And like I said, no boundaries with a dish like this. You can use whatever you want. There's no right or wrong. And I'm going to finish it off with the rest of this cheese, Can never have enough cheese, right? Just like that. We're gonna bake this in the oven for about 10 minutes or so everything gets nice and warm on the inside. We want that cheese in the center there to melt as well. So we're gonna put it in the oven and let it bake. So we just pulled our layered taco out of the oven and it's ready to be finished off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of shredded lettuce. This is just iceberg lettuce. I just shredded it up with my knife. We're gonna put it on top just like this. Spread it around. We wanna make sure we cover the whole thing. No shortcuts. Just like that. Then I'm gonna take a couple dollops of sour cream. I'll just push it down on there. There you go. We'll do 3 just for fun. And we can always add more. Just like that. Now, we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of green onions on top. And just for color, we're gonna add a little hot sauce. Right on top of the sour cream. Just like that. Looks delicious, I think. There you have it, guys, a perfect appetizer for any gathering, the layered taco salad. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm Chef Plum for plumlovefoods.com, and that's how you make a layered taco salad. Let's find some chips.